There are few things as frustrating as doing an amazing job, showing up day after day, and realizing there is no room for advancement in your organization. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance that might be happening to you. Today's video, I'm going to give you 5 clear signs that there is no room for advancement and you've hit a ceiling in your current company. Let's go. Now, the first thing that you need to be on the lookout for is your industry is not growing. There are times where we are in an industry and all of a sudden it starts to slowly decline, it retracts, and it's not growing. If this happens, it's going to be incredibly difficult. In order for you to grow, there needs to be a need at your organization. It's not just that you have the skills, but there also needs to be a business need. And if your business, if your company, if that's retracting, if it's becoming smaller, it's going to be very hard for you to advance. One of the most clear signs, and the next thing you need to be on the lookout for, is that your company hires high-level leadership, managerial, and supervisory roles from outside the organization. Hiring from within presents a company with a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity to show people that if you stay here, if you put in good work, you will advance. But if you notice your company routinely hires people from outside your organization to take those upper level roles, the roles that you happen to aspire to, that is a sign that there's going to be a ceiling at your organization. Now, don't get me wrong. There is definitely a time and a place to hire somebody from outside the organization to come in. They bring with them a different perspective and different experiences, and there's value in that. But if your company routinely hires from outside the organization for every single position that might be an opportunity for advancement, that is a clear indicator that you may have hit a ceiling there. Most of us get an opportunity to converse with our manager frequently, whether that's in a review, weekly one-on-one, or just in passing. But when you talk to them and you talk about advancing and you ask them, what does it take in order for me to get to the next level? What competencies, what achievements do I need to have in order for me to get there? If they cannot clearly define that, then that is a sign that there may be a ceiling and there is no further room for growth in your organization. As a people manager, I can clearly lay out, this is what you need to achieve in order to get there. It's quite simple. There are usually benchmarks, achievements, competencies, and if people achieve those things and that is coupled with a business need, it should be fairly easy for them to know what they need to do to advance. But if a company cannot say that to you, if your boss or your boss's boss can't clearly define what it is you need to do to move forward, that might be a sign that it's going to be very hard to do so. Another massive sign is that your boss does not value your goals. So you have goals, you have things you want to accomplish, you have skills you want to refine, and your boss should be invested in helping you achieve those goals, helping you level up your skills. But if your boss shows very little interest there, you're talking to them about it, you're sharing, here's what I'd like to do, here's where I'd like to grow, and they seem completely disinterested. There's absolute apathy there. They do not care. That is a clear sign. It is going to be very hard for you to move up. A boss who is invested in your growth, your development, your learning, and helping you achieve your goals feels very different than someone who just does not care about how you want to develop as a professional. Another big sign is there is no training and development in your organization. Most organizations who want to grow people and see people succeed and promote them into higher level roles are going to provide training and development opportunities. Because when you move to a bigger role, there are additional responsibilities. That's part of the gig. There's going to be more to do. There's going to need to be more skills that you have. You're going to have a bigger scope and impact. And in order to be able to be successful in that larger seat, they're going to need to train and develop you. But when a company has none of that, it probably means they have no intention on growing you into that next seat. Now, another reason you might not be promoted is because you're doubting your own abilities. And it's actually really common for people to have doubts on what they are able to do, or imposter syndrome. This video is done, but I want you to watch this video, because this video right here is going to help you banish self-doubt so that you can become your best self. I am done here, but I will see you over there.